Yeah. What up? This is another Saturday morning motherfucking conversation.
Yes,
it's your man, DJ K-Man in the building.
And DJ I Am Monkey.
Special guest host with us today, Corleon Music.
Yes, indeed.
Corleon Records.
Corleon Records. Yeah, we got Sneak Snuck'em right here on my right. We got Roy
in the building.
Yes,
salute. What's good?
Yes, indeed.
Word. TJ Swords was popping.
Yeah, so it's a Saturday. It's the May 4th.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you for
yes,
all you
indeed.
Star Wars fans.
I can't. We don't have the visuals today, so I can't do the Star Trek thing.
Why would you do that?
No, just to piss off some Star Wars people. like
See,
today's one of them
dude
days
is
where
like
they get
sneaky
tight
problematic all the time and shit.
early.
Trying to make it press.
Yeah. Now I'm throwing up the Star Trek symbol like on a Star Wars day.
I ain't never watched none of them shits.
Nah.
I don't know.
It was a little before its time, so
That's still interesting shit, especially if you like to smoke.
Them shits was weird.
Yeah.
too weird.
And long as fuck.
Yeah, they always was long too.
Oh yeah, but it's good
3 hour
shit.
movie.
It's good shit to smoke too.
Space out.
Yeah, true indeed.
Literally.
Think about like, wow, how many galaxies
Yeah,
are out there?
like
Right? It'll make you thinking like,
Like,
damn, there's a lot of shit going on out there. Even if they're making it up, they got a lot of made up shit.
You already
like the old Conan O'Brien skit in the year 2000. But you'd be thinking to yourself, yeah, in the year 2000, we'd be having cars that
Fly and shit.
eating
Supposed
food
to be,
with
right?
pills.
Right? In like the 90s, it was like by the 2000s and shit. Like, we're gonna be
now it's like what 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Still ain't got no flying cars. And
No, not yet. I'm looking though. I'm looking for one.
Yeah.
I'm looking for one.
No, but
Well, they got the one that turns into a plane.
Yeah,
well, no, but you gotta get the self-driving car first before you get to that.
Well,
So
there's
levels.
the Tesla got
And
them.
that's what Tesla is really looking at long range. Is like once they get the technology of self-driving, now you could take that and actually put it into the air. Because how you imagining somebody now trying to, fly in the air and navigate?
Yo, them things been crashing.
Yo, for real. And then you got people below you. You have to have a system of things where it's controlled automatically. So self-driving is the first step, and then the flying. But
I don't know, man. Autopilot been a thing for a while,
That's
and
no
they
Star
already
Wars, man.
they already got the car that turns into like a
Too
little
much.
little baby jet. So it's there. The technology is there. It's just so expensive. They haven't figured out how to make it profitable yet.
Well, they got sneakers that tie themselves. Remember, like Back to the Future?
Oh yeah, them shits. The Nike got those shits.
Yeah, so
they're like
it's-
fucking $500
much
and
is
shit,
it, man?
$1,000.
Yeah, but like the first VCR was like $1,000. Now you could get a VCR for $10 at a yard sale. Like I'm saying,
true.
it's like the technology is fresh, but as it gets in the generations, it's gonna be there.
I
But
don't
at
know
least
about you, but I'm not paying $10 for a VCR.
I already got
That's
like,
just-
I already
that's
got like 2
obsolete.
VCRs upstairs.
That's
Like,
obsolete tech, man.
nah, come on, man. Like it's always good to have obsolete tech.
So I'm gonna
man.
let him know that I'm having a yard sale.
Well,
I got VCR.
Yo, you got any 8 tracks? 8 track players? Cause I got some 8 tracks back
I'll
there.
check.
I'm saying like, nah, old tech, dude. I'm saying like I'm an old school dude like that, like, and I like the future, so like I like to blend the two. I'm that kind of guy.
So let's just get right into the interview because I know y'all got places to be and shit.
Yeah.
And
It's Saturday,
it is Saturday. Motherfucker got shit to do.
That's usually when everybody run their errands and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, see,
Haircuts.
Clean the house.
I work at night, so I got every day. I just run a couple errands and shit.
Man,
I'm not in that 9 to 5 life right now.
That's nice. That's okay.
It's good. Like I can
For
get to
real,
the
that's
gym.
okay.
I can take naps and shit.
I love naps.
Yeah.
I love
Shit.
naps. Yeah.
Are you over 40?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm new to the
over
40
40
club. I'm new to the 40 club, so yeah,
Naps.
man, naps me.
It's like ooh, nap.
Yeah, you
stop.
gotta get the right show.
Yep.
And be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna take a nap during this motherfucking twilight zone.
Especially because I work at night, so I gotta have my nap. If I don't get my nap,
Had his
Done
blunt ready.
deal.
Yep. A blunt and a nap.
yeah.
Word.
Ah man, things to look forward to when you turn 40, Snick.
I'm 23.
I'm telling you,
They ain't even thinking about naps.
Nah,
All night.
I'm trying to turn
I
up.
don't get no sleep.
Nah, long range would be like you got something to look forward to. You got a blunt and a nap when you turn 40, B. You got a blunt and a nap, man.
Nice.
So we got Sneak
Yeah.
Snuck'em,
Yes, indeed.
Hey,
TJ, Roy. Tell
Yeah,
us, man,
yeah.
like, how did Corleon music come about?
Yeah, well, Corleon started way back, 2000.
Yeah.
Too early 2000?
Mhm,
What,
yeah.
2000? What?
Yeah, about 2000 officially.
And it's like, basically, it was so, I just want to give my people an opportunity because at the end of the day, no one's really giving our people, at that time, the opportunity to shine. Wasn't giving us no studio time. It was really odd for us during that time.
But tell people where you from.
Well, now we're from Wiggins Village, Providence, Rhode Island.
Yes, sir.
Been through a lot, seen a lot of struggles, a lot of trials and tribulations and everything, and because of that, where we're from, we get treated a certain way, which sometimes I don't understand it. But hindsight 2020, I kind of get it. I get it.
Mm.
But times change, people grow up, and I'm glad to be where I'm at and give people an opportunity to put their music out there, no matter where they're from, north side, south side, wherever. It don't matter to me at this point.
So if anything, Roy.
Excuse me.
So Roy, you're the oldest one out of the whole crew, right?
Yeah,
So,
fortunately or unfortunately, thank you for.
it's fortunately. Again, you're it's fortunately because if anything, like, and that's what I was trying to tell Sneak is like, look, you young B, like, you got something to look forward to outside of a blunt and a nap, like you're gonna get of age. So like you've been. So Roy, like you've been on the scene for a minute.
A little bit, yeah.
So and then you and TJ got together to.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
that's my cousin.
Yeah, he's my first cousin. Yeah.
Oh, so y'all cousins.
Yeah, for sure. Like we're all family for real. Like even Sneak too.
Yep.
Like his grandmother and my grandmother were best friends. Best friends. My grandmother passed away quite some time ago, but it's like we go back. So everyone's connected one way, form or another. Even Rico Rich, we're connected through family one way, form or another. So it's like the people that we're associated with, we're associated through blood one way, form or another.
Yeah, that's one thing I realized with Rhode Island. That's one thing I realized from Rhode Island. I'm from New York. Caveman, he's from Detroit.
Dope.
Like, so it's like
shout out Detroit. Shout out
sure.
New York. Salute.
Yeah, man. I'm from Brooklyn, Flatbush.
Salute. What up?
West Indians, Trinidad in the house. But one thing I've always realized with like Rhode Island, and we kind of was talking about this off mic, was how the music scene and how it kind of moves. Like, again, you're 40, so like, how have you seen things evolve over time? From like when you started to because back when you started was probably mixtapes and old tech. Like people don't have mixtapes like how I have mixtapes.
You know what?
But now it's more about the
our not
streaming.
so silent producer got mixtapes.
Oh, she got mixtapes?
Dope.
As a matter of fact, my car, I drive a '98 Avalon. I got a tape deck in my shit. Man.
Nice.
Tape
That's like a tape
We got a
deck.
box over there. We got a boom box over
box
there.
right there.
We got the boombox, and then look,
cassettes.
I got Babyface, I got some Mary J. Blige, Tony.
Real music.
That's the
Okay.
throwbacks.
Yeah,
Okay.
some intros.
I thought the in-house producer was security. You know what I mean? Like, I thought she was security over there. I'm like,
At a silent bouncer.
I'm not making eye contact with her until I'm not sure about that. But okay, now I know she produces. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a
Appreciate
silent
that.
producer.
Right. But the way how the music evolved throughout the years, it's like it started off with the boom bap, mixtapes and everything. And during those times, mixtapes was going for like what $10 a piece.
Yeah.
And like it was really lucrative during those times, like to the point where I was making too much money. I was as a young boy, I was making too much money off of just cassettes. And
That's what we used to do too. Is just ride around.
Yeah, right around
smoke,
just tapes.
tapes.
But like during those changes throughout the years, it's like with technology, Napster and MP3s and everything. In order for you to stay relevant, you had to change with those times, and that's what I always tend to do. I know there's a lot of people out there who do all types of odd things to stay relevant, but that's not who I am. That's why I say that's why this brand moves a certain way, because it's like we have kids, we have people that look up to us, and it's like we ain't about that that foolery, like we come through with ethics, we come through with morals. Yes, ma'am, please, thank you, or that good stuff. But hey, don't cross that line, please.
Yeah,
please.
It's a lot of joke, smoke, play no games.
Yeah, don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Yeah, exactly. But still, on a positive note, though, going back to the music, though, where we're at right now, it's like every so often we tend to change with the generations. And with the last compilation we put out last year, it did very well. did a lot of streams out there in the UK, a lot of streams in Africa, and that was that first project that we did that tend to break those barriers.
What's the name of that compilation?
Yeah, it's the Corleon compilation.
Yeah.
Corleon
Right,
compilation.
right.
So yep, it's on iTunes, it's on all Spotify, Tidal, it's on all those major platforms.
Yeah, and Snuckum
Oh,
has
yeah.
a
Oh,
video
yeah.
on
iTunes out
YouTube.
there, too.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's on all platforms too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sneakers get busy, and like that's the thing. And I'm glad you brought his name up because that's the next thing I was going to bring up. Because the way how we changed throughout the times is by bringing in certain elements into the mix. And with Sneak right here, his project, I'll be honest with you. The whole compilation, he was going to take it over.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had songs. Yo, I got this song. I got this song.
Like, he stays in the
I got
studio.
that song.
He
Now I'm like,
stays
oh
working.
wait. Hollow tip HTP track. Salute.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like he presented him accordingly, and he said, Roy, this dude got tracks for days. And I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. And then I'm like, yo, he got tracks for days. And then so I placed him on a compilation, that song In the Trap, did the video, and then ever since then it's been full steam
Full
ahead.
steam ahead.
Let's
And
go.
you were saying that you was getting a lot of streams in the UK and Africa. And being from Rhode Island, that's one thing that I'm not from Rhode Island. Again, I'm from Brooklyn, but
Absolutely.
one thing noticing about some people in Rhode Island, they want to be big locally, and they only look locally. And by y'all like saying, all right, you know what? Let's actually make a pivot.
Yes, sir.
Is part of the evolution of the music game, where before it was slinging tapes out your trunk. Like I used to sell mixtapes in high school out my locker. My boy used to get mixtapes from New York. Hook me up. I'm like, I got this one. I got that one. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And then I used to have a little order list. You know what? I'm gonna order this one for you. Which one you want? Put your pre-orders in. I got you in like a week. Easy.
I hear you.
Go to New York, get my tapes, come back, boom. It used to be like that, but now it's like, you know what? I don't have to go nowhere. I could just sit here on my phone.
Yep.
Just doop 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 doop.
And the money isn't there like how it used to be. Let's be honest. Like the industry.
Nah, it's crazy.
Come on, man. The way how they rate the artists from back in the days, and now we got to go independent to actually make what, like a little bit of change off of the like the singles that we're putting out. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well,
right
see,
now.
like working where I work in the nightclub, I work at FET.
Yeah.
Right. So #label up. You know, make sure they get out there.
I see you, Fat. Yep.
So, with that, it's like I see a lot of different music, and the main thing that I see that a lot of artists don't really focus on is touring.
Yeah,
So you know how
there's a
you
lot, especially like with the rock groups. Like they come from everywhere.
Their money's on the road.
Of course.
They're
That
traveling. Like I work with rock groups on a regular basis, and they're like, oh, we're here tonight. We're in New York tomorrow. We're in Pennsylvania. Matter of fact, Vinny, the Rock Lord,
Rock Lord, baby.
he's with a band right now.
Salute.
So
Okay.
that's why he's not here today.
I love people who's working hard.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like touring is like is always been where the money's at though. Like you ain't making shit off the labels.
Yep.
You know, everybody's, but like a lot of artists don't tour.
I'm gonna tell you why. Social media. Social media gives that false perception to artists that they're big, and they think they don't have to tour. They think because they have like 1,000 friends or 2,000 friends or maybe even 20,000 followers or whatever, doesn't mean that they're actually buying your stuff. You have to go there.
Yeah.
You have to do shows. And now, and I mean no disrespect to no artists, but I see a lot of artists, and I'm just like, okay, there's like 3 people at your show, but you have like 15,000 followers. So it's like something's not adding up there.
Yeah, see, and that's the weird thing about the new age. It's the money isn't hand to hand.
No,
it's more digital. It's more in the
it is.
stream. So, like you said, in a sense, the false perception of I'm getting the likes, but when it comes to the show and it's come time for them to put $1 behind it, it's crickets.
And that's been a good marketing plan. That's been a good team behind strategy goes along with that, because at the end of the day, you can have the best music in the world, but if it's only staying in your basement, what good is it?
So that goes back to what you were saying about just trying to focus on Rhode Island. Like you can't do that. Like you gotta take your brand out to other places.
Not forget, I love Rhode
Island.
Island. I got to tie that on my arm. You know what I mean? Like, I love this city. You know what I mean? For real. Let's not get it twisted. But now it's time to take our city on the road.
The touring just makes even more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the money and shit, like motherfuckers still think Rhode Island is part of New York.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
motherfuckers don't never leave
Rhode
here.
Island.
Yep.
I didn't say
Motherfuckers
Long
don't never
Island.
leave, man.
Exactly.
That's Rhode Island.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because like I have family in Trinidad, and last time I was down there, they were like, "Oh, where you live?" I'm like, "Rhode Island." Oh, in New York? I'm like, "No, not Long Island, Rhode Island." And this is the way I had to say it. About an hour away from Boston. Oh, Boston? Oh, you in Boston? Nah, whatever. Like, you know,
change the subject.
and I'm not from Rhode Island, so I'm not really gonna be like fitting to argue the whole point. I'm like, that's where I live.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, no, I get it.
If you go to Boston and try to look for me, that's cool. It ain't meant for you to find me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
what we was talking about off mic is that one thing I realized with Rhode Island is that they only really wave your flag when you're big outside of Rhode Island first. So if you're on a movie like Viola Davis, or if you're
Black Ink, for example.
or Black Ink,
Yeah, he
like
was on Black Ink, by the way. Sneak. Shout out.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
How was that for you? How was
Don't tell
that?
nobody. Tell him.
How'd you get on there?
It was all Roy. You already know I'll be rocking. It's a Corleon thing, man.
yeah. Come
That's
on, man. You can come on. This is your chance to pump yourself up,
Yeah,
B.
man.
Come
Use your
on,
outdoor
Sneak.
voice on the mic too, baby, so we can hear you. a little bit.
Don't be
you
sneak
already
on them.
know.
Don't be sneak on them.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
sneak on them.
New to this talking, you know what it is. But
Sneak,
it was
yeah.
all Roy. Roy got us in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a Corleon thing, man.
So, like, when you
So-
went up in there, like, what was your experience like?
It was something I don't normally do. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
I've never seen the show, so somebody got to let
No,
me
it's
know.
a
neither.
nice show, real, yeah.
So I just got
What
out
is
there.
it?
no,
Like Black Ink, basically. You know, like you're from New York. Go ahead.
what is it? Like, I'm
Black
from New
Ink-
York, but
Okay,
Black Ink is
basically,
a.
Black Ink is a reality show on VH1.
Okay.
It's about a tattoo parlor.
Tattoo parlor. They have one in New York, another in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think they have another one
Chicago.
in Chicago. Exactly.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
So like they have shows associated with those tattoo parlors. And I pretty much got a phone call through my channels. It was like, hey, we got an opportunity to get you guys, on a TV show. I'm like, okay, what's the show? They was like, yeah, Black Ink. I'm like, all right, so what they gonna do? They're like, well, we're gonna need them, like just to be them. I'm like, okay, we can do that. Check. So
Right.
2.2 seconds later, well, more or less like at 2:30 in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna need you to come out here real quick. They're gonna be at the casino. Let's make it happen. So
Popped up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
sweet.
did you get tatted or like what was your role on the show?
Nah, man. We was playing poker.
break
with,
down the whole
they-
scenario to the show, everything.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
We was
yeah.
playing poker with Bay's mom. Asian chick.
She broke him.
She got us.
She won all the
got
bread.
us. She run at everything.
Damn.
Broke him.
Nah.
She ran away
won
with the
everything.
bag.
Wait. Are you? Did she win or did you let her win?
Yo,
Just to
She
be
won
polite.
everything.
So she won.
She cashed out on him. Yeah.
She didn't beat me. She just won.
Bag.
There's a difference. There's a
no.
difference.
No,
You
it
ain't
was-
beat me. You just won.
It was a dope experience.
It was
Yeah.
good, though.
Yeah,
It's something
that's
different.
shit, man.
They're nice people.
That's what I'm
too.
like, yo.
That's what's up.
Don't be sneaky with it.
The reality
Like-
show is like everybody's just like, yo, it's not really like reality, but
Yeah,
you
no, it's
know what I mean.
But it's something.
Yeah,
Y'all was on
something.
VH1.
It's
But
like,
hey,
it was
right.
reality, yeah, and like you know what, like they're really nice people. How they
So I
treated
look
us
at it.
was nice, so it was really like you know what I mean. It was a step up, and it was one of those things that to where in which that if I stayed in Rhode Island, I wouldn't have had the opportunity.
And see, and that's what I'm
Right.
saying. This is like, just the fact that number one, y'all was on VH1. Now people be like, yo, is that dude from?
Nah,
yo,
man.
you know he's from
People
Rhode
do
Island,
that.
yo.
Yeah.
They do
And
that.
then,
Yeah.
not
Be
only
like,
that, we
yo,
was
I
on
seen
2
him on Black-
episodes.
Yeah,
Two
that's
episodes?
Two episodes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
see
Yeah.
now what's most likely gonna happen? People watch Black Ink and be like, yo. They from Rhode Island, yo, they from Rhode Island, yo.
That's just how it is too.
But then, like,
sometimes.
when
Yeah,
you was here
yeah.
going hand in hand trying to do shows, they're like,
Yeah, like, man,
yo,
fuck
that's
that.
that dude from around the corner, B.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck that.
nah, fuck that
No,
guy.
we did
Fuck
we
outta
did
here.
have a
Like
big
that.
successful show though. Know what I mean, a few months ago. Know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, that's right. Go ahead, tell
So,
us.
know what I mean?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
turned. You know what I mean?
Corleon
Big
Showcase.
Young South Side,
Showcase.
bitch.
It was a Corleon showcase at what's the
It was
spot
an
again?
apathy downtown
Alchemy.
Providence.
Alchemy.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alchemy. My bad.
Alchemy.
Yeah,
Alright.
Club
yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, man. Nah, I mean,
Downtown
it
Providence,
was a
Richmond Street.
good
It was a
good
nice
turnout. Know what I mean?
positive
All
vibes.
love, positive vibes.
He's
Nice.
a comedian. He was the host for the show. It was a really good event. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, totally forgot about that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we'll be working on another one too soon. So
Definitely,
all right.
definitely.
That's what's up.
Going
Hey,
back
if
to
you're looking for a
I have to
host,
invite y'all out to come.
Hey.
check
Oh,
out,
hold on.
I'm the host extraordinaire.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that.
Definitely.
You know what it is.
Done deal. That's what it is.
Kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? And,
That's all right. Let's make it work.
Do something.
Knock knock. Nah, you can't go on stage with no knock knock jokes.
yo, I'm gonna go on stage with knock jokes.
No,
but they go,
our audience.
Nah,
nah, can't do that shit.
Nah, I can't
I
tell
always
people.
you guys crazy, man.
Yeah,
Nah, it's one thing to tell people you're funny, and then when it's come time to actually be funny, you come up that you know what? Yeah, knock knock. Yeah, you can't do that shit.
There was a situation at the show
Yeah.
where the host, right? He roasted the wrong person, and like it could have gotten ugly. But I'm
Yeah.
glad that everyone was really cordial about it, professional.
Peace of love. And
But it was
But it was
all
some
peace
funny
and love. But yeah, it was extremely funny shit. And it was
Had
just
to be
like
there. You had to be there.
you had to be. It was just oh, this shit is funny. Oh, this shit is funny.
So what's next on the agenda for you guys? You got the project out.
Woo.
we
Sneaks
got
got
the
the.
SOG project out right
Tell 'em,
now.
Sneak, come on,
Right.
man. Run it
come on,
down,
Sneak.
run it down.
Right.
SOG
man.
Spazzo Gang tape out all platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music, Spotify, Tidal,
Videos
all
everywhere.
that videos.
CorleonRecords.com.
Yeah, you got the work video out on YouTube.
Yes,
I got the
sir.
work.
Cadillac D.
Yeah, shout out my bro Caddy, man.
Yeah, got
That's
work
the
to
bro.
do.
I'm
That's
saying.
what's up.
We
One
got the
Russian.
Corleon compilation 2 on the way.
Oh
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
oh man, we got. Yeah, there's
got a
one
lot.
dude. There's one dude I got to give a shout out to. E-Man.
E-Man. Oh,
Rico,
yeah.
wait, hold up. Rico,
Oh, yeah.
like Rico Rich, shout him out too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else? Like
My brother
AB
Chuck.
Telly. You know what I mean?
AB
You know what I mean?
Telly.
Truck.
Truck.
You know what I mean? The whole SOG.
Yum, Tybo,
you know
what
I
up?
mean? Tybo. But
HTP,
E-Man got
what
the
up?
single HTP.
Hollow.
We got this single coming out right for the summer. It's like it's gonna
Ooh.
ladies are gonna really love this one. For
Yeah,
real.
you're gonna have to give us the links,
We
so
will,
that way what
definitely.
we'll
Yes,
do
sir.
is so
We'll
that
do.
way it makes
We'll
it
do.
because again, like you were saying,
Yep.
nowadays it's all about the streams because once you get the streams and
Mhm.
now you're starting to show, we have a viable back end.
Mhm.
We got people that are rocking with us in Africa. We got people rocking with us in the UK.
Yep.
Sneak Snuck 'em quietly was
Uh-huh.
on
Yeah.
2 episodes.
I was on there too.
You was on there too?
I was on there
Nah,
too.
easy,
Yeah,
like,
easy.
the whole
See,
team,
that's
the
what
whole
I'm like,
team.
yeah.
Rico was on
Rich is
there.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hollow
really
was
don't
on
like
there.
the
All of
bragging.
us.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
about
the thing,
bragging.
though,
It's
too.
about
we
letting
be
people
humble,
recognize
man.
game.
Like, we be
Know
always
what I
be
mean?
humble with it, man. We
I feel
appreciate
you.
everything.
I
You
feel
know what I
you.
mean? So
I appreciate the
Well,
DJ, you
working
got any
on it,
projects you working on, man? You want to
Yeah,
plug
yeah,
while
I
we
got
here?
the EP coming out. Know what I mean? So
No
you know,
stress, no
stress,
worries.
no worries, and
No stress, no worries.
that's
Is that what you was
done.
letting me hear at the
Yeah,
crib, at the studio and
yeah,
shit?
the studio.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So,
We stay
funny story,
consistent.
right? Meet this guy. He's a rapper and shit.
Uh-huh.
And then recently I'm at the house and this motherfucker singing and shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
damn, this dude can sing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was
Yeah.
like, it's a dope little
Thank
album,
you.
man. I
Thank
heard
We
some
do
of
it
it.
all. We do it
You know what
all.
I'm saying?
Appreciate
Like,
it.
you changed the game,
And on top of
kinda.
that, too, we got
Yeah.
a motivational speaker on our camp, too.
Yep.
Yeah, Pierre Evans. We have a motivational
Okay.
speaker on our team, so it's not just music. Like E-Man, he has a really, really banging single coming out next week, May 10th, called In My Room with DJ Matic, Rico Rich. It's gonna be one of those dance singles to where every woman's gonna drop their drawers to. No disrespect to the
Yeah.
to my right.
Now I got a good
But it's
summer
just-
vibe
it's
to
really-
it, like, know what I mean? So
Yes,
got a nice vibe
it's a
to it.
nice song, and it's something that's really gonna get the ladies shaked up for the summer. So
That's what's up.
Let's get it.
Word.
thank you.
We're going to get into, we got the Sneak Snuck'em single that y'all sent me on the YouTube.
Word.
So, Word.
Bet.
Yeah.
We're going to pop on that.
Let's get it.
You know what
Hey.
I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming out to the studio today.
Thank you for
checking
having us.
Rocking with us.
Roy 401, Instagram, social media, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Corleon
TJ
Records.
Swords 401. All on everything, know what I mean?
Sneak.
See, sneak on
Snuck
sneaky
'em.
with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on,
Snuck
sneak,
'em,
tell
man,
them,
on
tell them
Instagram,
anything.
man.
CorleonRecords.com website, check everything out.
All the
Update.
merchandise is coming too.
Merch
Know what I
coming
mean?
in.
Definitely.
The merch is coming,
Definitely.
definitely, yeah.
True
Thank you for having
indeed,
us,
true
man.
indeed. Yeah, thanks for coming through.
Appreciate the
Word.
opportunity, gentlemen. Real talk. Success to y'all.
Thanks, man. Hey, we're going to get into this music.
See
We'll
you
be back.
Work.
Corleon.
He's good. He's good. Got the bag, man. Got work to do, man. You know what it is. You know what it is?
I got the work to do.
This is an
I got the work to
HTP
do.
joint.
I just really want the cash. I just really want the bag. I just really need it bad. I just really need it fast. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I just really want the cash. I just really want the bag. I just really need it bad. I just really need it fast. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I can stand here and wait for you. You ain't gang, you ain't the truth. See you flexing, then we fall up on you. See you flexing, then we taking your chain. Run up in your spot, take everything. Act tough, then we busting your brain. That's your fault, nigga. You was a lame. That's your fault. Should've stood in your lane. And our fault, 'cause we ain't playing no games. Add it up, do the math. Don't talk to me if it ain't about cash. Don't talk to me if it ain't about a bag. Drinking finesse, and we robbing your ass. Then the bitch shit right to your stash. Then we go dipped off like Dash. Then we go dipped off like Dash. Young nigga tryna get to the cash. Young nigga tryna get to the bag. I need it bad. I need it fast. I just really want the cash. I just really want the bag. I just really need it bad. I just really need it fast. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I just really want the cash. I just really want the bag. I just really need it bad. I just really need it fast. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got anything you need, anything you want. I got work to do, so if you around me, play your part. I ain't like these other niggas, I ain't tryna be no star. I just want the fucking bag and put my niggas on. Baz out Corleon, you know that the team is strong. Everybody tryna get it while you on your own. And why these niggas tryna be us acting like some clones. When I see you, I'ma get them gone. When I see you, know what time I'm on. I'm trapping on, I'm in the stoop. Really ain't shit to do. Nigga, I got work to do. You know I got a bag to move. A young nigga with an attitude. I just really want the cash. I just really want the bag. I just really need it bad. I just really need it fast. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I just really want the cash. I just really want the bag. I just really need it bad. I just really need it fast. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got work to do. I got the work to move. I got the work. I got the work to do. I got the work. I got the work. I got the work to move.
What the fuck y'all niggas doing? What the fuck am I got my shot up here. Y'all niggas want it? Y'all want it? Walk out. Yo.
Yeah, we back. Corleon Records in the building. That was a single, Sneak Snuck 'em, called Work.
Yep, indeed.
Check them out and shit.
Oh, the headphones still on?
Everything's on, man. You know what I'm saying? So we back. DJ K, man, DJ Al Monkey in the building. You know what I'm saying? What else we're talking about today? Just finished the interview with Corleon Records.
Yep.
Check them out. All the social media. So motherfucking Jeopardy, one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah.
Every year I take the test.
You take it every year?
Just about. I missed it. It's usually like right around now. I think I missed it this year. Mm-hmm. Easily the hardest like test of anything I've ever had to do in my life. Like when you watch the show, right? You watch the show and you probably get like a couple. We get 30 right, 40 right. You know what I'm saying? Out of 60 questions, I think the most I ever got right was like 45. I was on a roll. But the category is kind of
45 out of how many?
Out of 60.
Oh, okay. It's not that bad.
Nah, right? So one would think that I would be able to go on this show and like do all right. Mm-hmm. Know a lot about it, watch all the documentaries and shit. And when you take the test, like it's 10 questions on the test, and it runs just like the game. Mm-hmm. So it's like 50, 60 questions. 10 of them, I don't know who knows these fucking questions because, nobody knows these shits. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know where they pull these questions from, but
is there a study guide though? Like
not for the test. I mean, there's like little practice shits, but you don't know what the questions are going to be. Like if you get on the show, they give you like a series of categories.
But it gives you a general idea of some of the area. Like this is the way I
Nah.
rate Jeopardy.
Like even if you're a contestant, they give you like 40 categories and they only use 12.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For the test, they give you like practice tests, but the questions on the practice test are relatively easy compared
To soup you up.
to the actual test.
Be like, yeah, you got this.
So it's always impressive to me when you got a dude like Ken Jennings who's on there for like 2 years.
Yeah,
think
wasn't
he
he
won,
like 72 weeks?
He won like 70 times, 50 sometimes, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. My
He
phone's
was
on 7%.
he was on the ship for like 3 seasons. And now we got the new guy, James, some shit I can't pronounce.
I just call him Jeopardy James.
You gotta speak up, man. Nobody can hear you on the mic right now.
Nah, I just call him Jeopardy James, if anything. Because I don't want to try to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, nah, it's hard. It's hard. I just tried to look that shit up, and I was like, wow, how does he even say his last name? So we're going to call the dude Jeopardy James.
Yeah.
What was his streak now?
21 games?
21 games. So he's
I think so.
halfway. I'm about to look up the list right now.
For Ken Jennings?
All that. But
I know he got the...
he's got like almost like the second most amount of money right now and half the amount of games because of his aggressive gambling method when it comes to the double jeopardies and how he plays the board. Like most people play the board from like the middle, but they always start at like 100, 200, 300,
work
or
down
200. However, you know what I'm saying. He starts from the bottom.
Yep.
And he's knocking out the high number categories first, high number questions first, which are generally the harder questions.
Yep.
For those of you who are not Jeopardy fans, they put the harder questions for the most amount of money. Makes sense. So he's maximizing his dollars early, because if you don't get to those questions, you can't even win that money if the time runs out in the round.
Yep.
So, and that's also kind of where they hide the double jeopardies.
Yeah.
Like in the higher questions.
Yeah.
So he's maximizing his ability to get the double jeopardy.
Well, see, this is the thing with Jeopardy, because if 2,000 is the highest on the board, what he's gonna do, like you said, he's getting the 2,000, so that way he accumulates as much money as possible, because it's usually in the thousands or
it's always like a high value question.
Yeah.
So he gets all that high value money.
Yep.
And then when he gets the double jeopardy, he has more money to bet.
Yep.
And he's pushing all in.
Yep.
On every double jeopardy.
Yep. In the first round, and then like the second round is usually where he starts to lap people.
He's going all in. Like
all in?
Every time he gets a double jeopardy, he goes all in, and then he always bets all his money.
No, because sometimes he does like people's birthdays. Like he's done a couple of people's birthdays.
He might have changed the strategy then, because in the beginning,
in the first round, he always goes all in. That's one thing I've seen him do, right? And then he plays aggressive like that, and then people are on their heels, and by the time they start answering questions, it's only like for 200 points. It's like, all right, well, fuck it. Dude got 20,000, and I only got 600. You know. But this is the thing that it actually gets me with him, is the fact that he's had a perfect game. All in one game, every question he answered, it was correct. That's the ill shit with him. So it's not just he's getting the top dollar, he's not getting anything in the negative.
Right. He's actually like good at the game, and he's a successful gambler at the same time. But it makes sense. Like if Ken Jennings was on 74 times.
74.
Could you imagine if Ken Jennings had the same betting mentality as this dude? He would have had. They would have paid him like $1 billion.
Yo,
he'd have had like $1 billion, because Ken Jennings, I think, has the record for the most correct answered questions. I mean, obviously he has 74 shows, but still, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really get very many wrong.
No, but you see, this is the thing too that they were saying about the math with Ken Jennings is that he was averaging about 30,000 per game.
Right.
This dude is averaging what, $90,000
a game or something like that.
Yeah.
And Jeopardy, I read somewhere that they have like a limit per show per episode, like in their budget. So like
to actually give
out in cash
in total,
and he's breaking their budget right now. So I'm sure they're trying to figure out how they could get him off the show, because he done set their budget like all kinds of wild for the next like probably 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh no, don't let the conspiracy theorists and someone start to talk about how, well, Alec Trebek doesn't really have a condition. This is just their excuse to kind of have an insurance policy for this guy. Because this guy is about to break their budget for real. He's about to bankrupt Jeopardy.
I mean, Alex Trebek is really sick, man. Like,
no. But that's why I said don't let the conspiracy, that person start to talk. Be like, yo, dude,
just fuck that person. That person gonna get their ass beat for talking nonsense.
No, be
Listen,
like, B, just put the blunt down, B. Like, that's what you gotta say.
James Holzhauer.
Yeah.
Holzhauer.
Alright, well, my name being Dawood, I'm gonna just call him Jeopardy James out of respect. Like, I don't want to butcher his last name.
James Holzhauer.
Yeah, okay.
He's only 34 years old, right? So he's not even 40 yet.
No. He's
already a millionaire.
Yep.
Has the single game Jeopardy record.
Twice. He broke it twice.
$110,914 in the episode is the most.
And that was the episode that he broke the million, too, because I watched that episode.
Has ever won in a single game. The old record holder was Roger Craig.
At 80.
Back in 2010, that's like 77,000.
Wait, the football player Roger Craig?
I don't
For
know.
the 49ers?
It just says Roger Craig, man.
Nah, it wasn't him.
Dude has 1 point. He's won 18 consecutive games. And
it's 18?
$1.3 million he's won so far.
Wait, when was that update? I swear he's over 1.5. And it's like 20-something games. Like, my phone's on like 7%, so I can't really research it.
I don't know. I'm watching it right now. What is this article? April 30th?
Yeah. That was last month, B. We're on May 4th, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Gotta get back to the future.
Hey, listen.
Nah, but see, this is the other thing, too, about him that I found out on my research, is that he was on another game show, and I vaguely remember it. It was called The Chase. And it was a team of 3, and you answer questions, and you go on, and blah, blah, blah. But he answered all of his questions correct, and he won like $60,000. But overall for the team, I think they won like 175 or something like that thousand. But they had to divvy it up between 3 people. But he was on another game show.
So I just went on the official Jeopardy website. He's on 21.
21?
They already put him in the Jeopardy Hall of Fame.
Oh, Savage. 21 Savage. 21.
No.
No?
Second longest winning streak. I don't think anybody's ever going to catch Ken Jennings.
You never know.
I think because here's the thing. He won so many. They're going to cap it. They're going to figure out a way to be like they're probably moving the double Jeopardies now into the hundreds. So that his dude doesn't keep getting them. They're gonna change the count. They're gonna make the questions.
Well, see, the new age strategy that people have been doing. Alec said that he didn't really like. Like, remember how people used to start with one category? Animals for 100, animals for 200, animals for 300, and then once that category is gone, then you go Barbie dolls for 500, like 100, and then you go down the list. The new age strategy is animals for 200, Barbies for 800, potpourri for 900, like whatever the value is at the. But you get my drift. They're jumping back and forth. Geography. Let's go back to animals for 800, and he doesn't like that strategy. I hate that strategy too because it's like, I guess I'm so old school that I like the flow of animals for 1, animals for 2, animals for 3. All right, we're done with that. All right. Bible movies for 1, Bible movies for 2. It's just an old school kind of way, but now they kind of digitalized the game in a sense.
I mean, I like the randomness. I was never a fan of like taking the whole category anyway.
Yeah,
if anything, I was
get a little flow and get a little beat.
If anything, for me, it would be like sports for 1,000, potpourri for 1,000. Like I would move across the board that way.
Yeah.
More than like trying to go up and down per the category because I'm trying to get the most money that I can in the round.
Yeah. If anything, like one thing with Jeopardy that kind of gets to some people is like, Jeopardy could make you feel real stupid real quick. Be like, you know what? Fuck this show. Yo, I'm gonna go back to watching Where in the World is Carmen San Diego. Listen to some motherfucking rockapella and shit. Okay, gumshoes.
Who's listening to?
Oh man, no, but like Jeopardy makes some people feel stupid. So it's like it just turns them off. It's like, you know, who wants to be a millionaire? I do. Is that your final answer? Yeah, I guess. Let me phone a friend.
What?
No, it's,
Man, you
who wants to be a
before the show, dog.
Who wants to be a millionaire? You never watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Not really.
But that's a part of the. You never watched? Oh, come on! All right, so in the game show, right? You answer a series of questions as a person, as an individual.
I've seen the game.
You see? All right, so motherfucker, see, trying to play like I'm the high one. Come on, man. You know it's May 4th. We spacey.
Wow. So wait, is this dude still on the show, or did he lose?
Not like Kevin though. Not like Kevin. No, we're not that spacey.
What?
May 4th. May the 4th.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
We're spacey, but not like Kevin. I just want to have that disclaimer.
Oh, I was like, what?
I just want to have
make these connections right now.
No, I just want to.
I'm trying to find out
disassociate myself
if the
with
James dude is still on the show.
Oh, yeah, he's still on the show.
Oh yeah, he got his 22nd win Friday.
No,
all right,
that's what I just said. Ah, come on, B.
Listen, I just had to look it up, man. I don't know. Anyway,
but yeah, no. So
good luck to that dude. He's crushing the Jeopardy shit.
Yeah. But you've been and you haven't been watching much basketball either, huh?
I mean, I catch it when I catch it. Like, I'm not sitting in front of the TV. Like, last night, we were out, and we saw the Celtics was on. Mm-hmm. Like, I caught the end of the game, like, but I wasn't, like, in, like...
Yeah.
But, I mean, the Pistons are not in it, so why watch?
Yeah, I'm still...
You know, no Pistons, no Knicks, no Bronny Bron. You know what I'm saying? Kobe's retired.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there to watch in basketball?
Kobe.
You know, Dame's been crushing it, but those games are on too late, and I really only get to watch them if I'm at work. Because when I'm at home, I'm not watching basketball. I'm like the dude who only smokes outside. Like, or I only smoke when I drink or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I only watch basketball when it's on the TV at work. Like, if they're showing hockey, I'm watching hockey. If they're showing golf, I'm watching golf. Like...
Oh, so you basically...
Because I don't really control the TVs except on, like, Sunday. And... As far as the job goes, and I just watch whatever's on, and it's whatever the customers want to watch too. So like I'll be like, oh shit, bowling's on. I'm gonna just watch as much bowling as I can before somebody asks me to put the fucking Red Sox on.
Yeah.
So I just put bowling on one of the TVs.
The Sox are playing tonight.
And then inevitably somebody will be like, can you put the Red Sox on this TV over here? I'm like, yo, the Red Sox are on the big screen. Fuck out of here, I'm watching bowling.
You can turn it to Nesson.
Yeah, right? Oh, well, hockey's on too. And man, I'm just trying to watch bowling right now. Like, trying to watch this NASCAR race. I always put on some shit that's like off beat too, just to see if I can get away with watching the whole shit. So like, if I see like curling's on, I'll put curling on.
Rhythmic gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics. I'll put that shit on. You know,
I said rhythmic gymnastics, but okay, we'll go with gymnastics.
Nobody watches rhythmic gymnastics, dog.
I don't even think they do either.
Like rhythmic gymnasts don't even watch rhythmic gymnastics.
No, yeah, okay.
I don't even know how that's still a sport.
Neither do I. Like you're just waving around the rhythm. Oh.
There are much more athletic situations that are not sports.
They're coming for you guys now.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't give a fuck. I got ribbons too. Shit, we gotta have a rhythmic gymnastics. Yeah, we should do that for the show. For the Caveman Iron Monkey do dope shit.
Yeah.
Or wild shit. We should just call it wild shit.
Yeah.
Caveman and Iron Monkey doing wild shit.
All right.
Coming to YouTube real soon.
Yep,
We're just trying to figure out how we're gonna do it.
So
we're gonna put curling. We're gonna put rhythmic gymnastics on the list, dog.
Oh shit. Oh yes.
Nasty with the ribbon. I want to use the hula hoop shit.
You're gonna do that? You know what I'm gonna use?
In the ball. I want to do the ball shit too.
I'm gonna use my CVS receipt. And I get $5 off if I spend $30. You know what? I could save $20 by not shopping there.
Yeah, my little sister had one of them rhythmic things. I think my mom, somebody bought it for her.
For like Easter. That's the
Some
kind of shit you get for Easter. Because only time you see ribbons waving in the air is an Easter bunny waving it for Happy Easter. Like, other than that, like, you ain't seen nobody else waving no ribbons in the air outside of Stevie Wonder. And I don't.
It's ribbons in the sky, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's about rhythmic gymnastics.
It's a ribbon in the sky.
The Stevie bots is coming for you, man.
No, rhythmic gymnastics is a basic waving your ribbon in the sky.
But it's not just rhythm. It's not just ribbons.
Well, I'm going with the ribbon route. It's a ribbon in the sky.
I just want to be on record as being correct a couple episodes ago when DJ Iron Monkey said there's no such thing as ninja elephants.
Oh, shit.
So, like 4 days later, this comes back to me, and I go online, and I just type into the Google machine, ninja elephants. First of all, there's a couple different cartoons that star ninja elephants. They're all like in Japan, but whatever, they exist. And
it's Japan.
Dr. L was a character on Ninja Turtles.
Never the cartoons.
Yeah. It was in the cartoons.
It's probably the new age cartoons on Nickelodeon.
And that's a new product, man. It's not a new product. It had the old package in. Anyway, Dr. L was a witch doctor in a little town that Shredder tried to take over. And boom. Turned him into a ninja elephant to try to fight against the turtles. But then he ended up liking the turtles. And so he was like on the good side now. So
yeah, because elephants have a good nature about themselves, so he couldn't fight the turtles. But see, this is the problem with that.
Still a ninja elephant, dog.
Okay, so this is still the problem with the ninja elephant toy. Number one, motherfucker got his nipples pierced. Why does a kid's toy need his nipples pierced?
He was a witch doctor, man.
Still, why does his nipples need to be pierced? How many elephant nipples have you seen in your life?
6 or 7.
You know what? You work at a strip club. I'm not even gonna go that route with big women as elephant nipples.
But you just went there anyway, dog.
I said I'm not going to.
Well, you went there.
No, but I said I'm not going to because I don't need that smoke.
But then you specified where you were not going to.
I specified where I wasn't going to go, so I'm not.
But you went there by saying it. You could have just been like, I'm not even going to go there with that. Then you changed the subject.
No, but then it's
that's
like
saying,
what's
yo,
that?
I'm not going to go out of my way to call you a suck-ass motherfucker. But, you know.
Yeah.
That's like calling them a sucker. Like, it's like saying, yo, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, you about to do some asshole shit.
Yeah. Something like, you know what? You'd be a real deal asshole if you wasn't my friend. It's like some kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
No, but
no, I'm backhanded.
No, but still, I'm not gonna go there. You know, big women, still, they need love too. But still, like the elephant, like, what's this kid's toy need to have his nipples pierced?
Yeah, it was the 90s, man. It was, I don't know. Either way,
this the grunge era? Like,
the moral to the story is that
he was a grunge elephant.
The ninja elephants were not out of the realm.
No, but it wasn't even that
mind.
No, but then he also it wasn't his belly button. It was above his belly button. He had a bone in his stomach, passing through his stomach.
He was a witch doctor, man.
Usually, when I see witch doctors, they usually have like, you know, the hat, you know, the bone through their nose.
You go to the witch doctor conventions.
Then, well, I've been to Comic-Con and I work at FET, so we get the types. It takes all types, and if anything, this Sunday coming up is the Juggalos. They come.
Word.
Yeah, Insane Clown Posse. I'm excited for that. Yo,
I want to be excited for Insane Clown Posse, but
I'm actually working it tomorrow. So
they're fucking terrible to me, man. Like
no,
I can't like, and you know me, I'm all things Detroit, but
they're from Detroit.
They're from like not Detroit. They're from like
Langford,
way up north somewhere. I want to say Flint.
Lansing.
I want to say they're from like Flint or some like some sort of town like that. You know, I like that they drink Faygo. I like that they rep their city. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, but I just don't necessarily like their music. So, you know.
No, but
the one thing I can say about Insane Clown Posse that I really respect is that they pretty much did it all themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they never been signed to a label.
Independent.
They've been independent the whole time, and they fucking sell the fuck out. So on that level, like you can't not respect what they're doing in the game because they're getting all their money, dog. Like, they're not like, and they do their own brand of music. And the Juggalo fans, you about to see some wild shit.
I'm gonna be working in some wild shit tomorrow, man.
Some wild shit.
I'm gonna be knee deep in the jungle, baby.
Like the cult following for the Insane Clown Posse is.
That's why I had to get my vernacular down. Whoop whoop. Like try to walk through the crowd. I'm not painting my face. None of that kind of shit. Like,
you're working. You don't have to paint your face, right?
Nah, hell no. And that's the main reason why I'm not painting my face, because I'm working.
Oh, but if you wasn't working, you'd be there with your face painted?
No, I'm not going to be there anyways. I'm not going to pay to go to that concert. Shit. I'm getting paid to be there. There's a difference.
Very true.
There's a huge difference there.
So you're not a fan?
I'm not saying that I'm not a fan, because if anything, one thing I've realized with the nights at the club, the weirder and stranger the night, the more money I make. Because when it comes to like hip hop nights or reggae nights or like music that, you know, I would probably pay to go to, those nights usually don't pay well. Because this is the thing I realized.
Because black people don't tip?
No, this is one thing I realized.
Black people don't tip.
Black people don't tip, right? But
they don't tip heavy.
This is the logic
Black
that I
folks don't
realized
tip
last
heavy.
night. Because last night there was a concert, right? It was an older white crowd. But it was mixed people. They had some Asians, they had some African American, they had some Hispanics. It was heavily like 85% like AARP kind of white folk. Like they're the old hipster,
the fixed income motherfuckers.
The fixed incomes, you know, take my Lipitor type, pay my, you know, my taxes so as soon as I get my taxes.
So you got mad quarters for tips, huh? Mad quarters.
No, but I did. To be quite honest,
don't spend this all in one place, young whippersnapper.
Nah, to be very honest, this dude was tipping out these dollars.
The silver dollar? Oh, the dollar coins?
Yeah, the dollar coins, the Jeffersons. Yo, the dude gave out like $10 in these Jeffersons. And when the bartender was like, "You want one?" I'm like, "Hell yeah," because I like that story. But nah. But
also, like, what I was going to say, I mean, also black people don't really tip heavy, but the hip-hop urban community doesn't really have that kind of expendable income.
See, and that's what I was getting to.
And it's the younger crowd. These kids ain't got no fucking money, man.
This is what I was getting to, because one thing I realized last night was, with that kind of crowd, they just go with their regular clothes. They don't pay a lot of money in the outfit. They don't, because if anything, in the black community or the Hispanic or whatever, they spend a lot of money on that outfit. So they get their hair done, they get brand new shoes, they get brand new outfit, costume. I was gonna say costume, but clothes.
Yeah, because you gotta look fresh.
Yeah, jewelry, watch, whatever it is. So now the majority of your drinking money is going towards you looking good.
You wearing that shit,
and then on top of it, because you spent so much money on that outfit, now you're pre-gaming. So you're drinking before you even get to the club. And now let's get out the house and listen to some music. So now when you get out, you're probably going to have like one drink and then some water and coast, because you don't want to be overly drunk.
And that's the huge knot, right? Why a lot of clubs don't want to do the urban shit anymore, and people think that it's like the city trying to shut down the urban clubs, and part of it is that. But part of it is that when I look at, I could book these hip hop shows and make $3,500 at the bar, and my bartenders go home with maybe like $200 a piece,
and then the bar back
gets 10% or whatever it is, right? Or I could book these rock shows and these middle-aged contemporary joints, and the motherfuckers is gonna come out and I'm gonna make $6,000 on the bar.
Yep.
And my bartender's gonna go home with like $400 or $500 a piece. And my bar back's gonna go back with a good amount of money. Then why would I book these urban shows? Like, real talk, because it's not like motherfuckers is not more talented or have the same amount of talent. It's purely like a business thing from where I'm standing. If I was thinking about it as a black dude You know what I'm saying? If I open up a venue spot, I want the people to come that's going to spend the most money on my bar. I don't care about, like, I do what I can to give back where I can and maybe have a hip-hop night. But it wouldn't be, from a business standpoint, it can't be that night unless motherfuckers are going to come out and really show love. Because you can't have, like, if folks want more urban shit to happen in the cities, then when they go out, they should spend money.
See, and this is what I was saying, is that the money is spent disproportionately,
right?
Because
what I'm saying is stop fucking pre-gaming.
Well, see, this is the thing.
Stop pre-gaming, spend that money at the bar, and owners will be more willing, and also quit fighting and shit. But
and I was gonna get to that point,
because violence is also a factor. Stop fucking with motherfuckers. But if you didn't spend $700 on your shoes, if a motherfucker stepped on them shits, you wouldn't want to punch him in his fucking face.
And that was going to be my point. My point was going to be that, okay, in the urban community, like, you struggle. You might come from the ghetto or the slums or wherever, and now you want to look like you have royalty. This is your moment to feel good about yourself, and you invested so much into your outfit and looking good and looking like $1 million. When you go out and you pregame and everything, you're a little bit high strung when somebody steps on your shoes or accidentally bumps you. You're so tensed and high pressurized. A lot of fights more often break out at those hip hop shows,
right? Because if I'm wearing $1,000 pair of shoes,
to look good,
and I'm trying to look good, like,
and
look,
you disrespect me, like I'm supposed to be the Don Dada tonight, like, and when who's you? Like,
you can look clean without the labels. We already know that.
Oh yeah,
but realistically, spend a little less money on your shit. But most importantly, stop pre-gaming. Pre-game like 2 drinks, smoke a blunt on the way. You know what I'm saying? Get to the club relatively early. Like, don't come to the club with like 30 minutes to go and then be mad that the bar closing.
That was the other thing that I noticed too, is that there was at certain nights, certain drinks move. So it's like last night, I was restocking a lot of Bud Light.
Yeah, for sure.
I was restocking a lot of Narragansett. So what they were doing is they were buying a lot of low-end drinks, right? And they were going more for volume. And then they were also tipping better because of the volume. So it was like, you know what?
Right, but I mean, like,
drinks and boom, boom, boom.
Also, like, a lot of the marketing and media for like those higher end products doesn't really go to the burbs, or if it does, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they're looking at their budget because they got to buy their Lipitor tomorrow.
Companies are really targeting like urban youth right now for shit and making it seem like, yo, if you don't have this,
you're not hip.
Shit.
Yeah, you're not hip. You're not
and
cool.
So you grew up like that, and then it just carries over into like, oh shit, I'm trying to go out. I gotta get the new. There was a line at Expressions when we was pulling out, coming over to the studio today, because I guess maybe there's a Jordan release. Motherfuckers was standing out in line for some fucking sneakers, dog. But then won't buy their homeboys mixtape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Won't support the black businesses in the area. Won't support the black music in the area. They don't support the urban. And Jordan don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, let me not get on my soapbox too early. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing that they will say as part of their argument, because I try to, again, see myself as a very understanding person, so I try to see things from different perspectives. The people that stand in line for those shoes, they could say the aftermarket on those shoes. I could spend $150 on a shoe now, waiting in line for 4 hours, right? And then the aftermarket, I could get $750 on this shoe. That aftermarket is the market that blows my mind. Like, wait, so somebody spent 4 or 5 hours waiting in line to spend $150 on a shoe, and you're buying it from them at a $650
markup. Yeah,
markup. Like,
it's crazy, right?
Just to be like, you know what? This is how much it costs for me to get that shoe and not wait in line.
Right.
You know, that blows my mind.
Listen, the whole sneaker thing is weird to me anyway.
That could be their argument, is that aftermarket.
Okay, and that's
it's
fine.
It's an investment and flip.
But when it comes to
you might flip
But then you're not gonna have nowhere to go in your new fucking Jordans because all the fucking clubs don't allow sneakers any fucking way.
Yeah.
Because too many like violent shits. Like
especially
the way to turn around the urban club scene is to try not to fight.
Well, not be so high pressurized on your outfit.
Don't be so high pressurized on your outfit. Maybe like do some dress to sweat type shit when motherfuckers come in, you know, when they're ready to party. Like go to the club ready to party and sweat a little. Don't be mad that you got beer spilled on your Jordans. Don't wear your Jordans to the club.
Would you go to a club if they had a sweatsuit night?
Yo, Detroit has dress to sweat nights all the time. Like that's the dress code. Come ready to fucking get busy, dog.
So you wearing like sweaters and shit like that?
No, I didn't know, not no sweaters, man, but like t-shirts and fucking jeans or like sweats, like
sweatpants,
fucking swishy pants, shit. Motherfuckers, there's no real dress code. Motherfuckers just come in like they about to come in and dance a lot and be sweaty when they leave.
Like they just left the gym.
So motherfuckers is not wearing $700 t-shirts to the club. You know what I'm saying? Because they just gonna sweat that shit out anyway. But anyway,
so they come to the club as their personal Zumba class.
Yeah, whatever. Either way, the fact of the matter is like. Spend the money inside the bar, and the bar will be more likely to want to do more urban shit if they see that the urban population is coming out and spending money like the rock crowd. Hip-hop crowd got to spend more money or it's just going to die off.
And this was also part of the argument that we it was me and a security guard that we realized. He was like, yo, you know, if I see like a black dude in here, why would his name be Wendell? I'm like, oh shit, damn. It's like,
I mean, there's all kinds of weird club stereotypes.
No, but even what we came to is like the difference is that it seems like white people have more money because of, you know, social economic backgrounds and all this XYZ kind of shit, that it allows them the ability to spend more at the club and make the club look more viable versus the African American who's struggling and is, you know, just out to have a good time. But I was like, no, this is where the African American will put, or I don't want to just put it to them, minorities or people that go to hip hop clubs, or because it could be white people going to hip hop.
Right,
clubs.
it's just the hip hop crowd.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not the urban hip hop crowd.
Urban, yes,
doesn't spend the money in the venue.
They spend it on themselves.
They spend it on the fashion to go to the venue.
They invest in themselves to when they go to the place. They're not investing in the club or the night or the scene. They're putting more of the investment in themselves and looking good and representing themselves good. And that was the kind of weird dynamic that I noticed last night as well.
But at the end of the day, we're going to lose all our urban hip-hop spots.
Because they're not viable.
Because of the number.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing. All right,
up.
hip-hop night on a Friday, right?
It only makes,
you know, like I said, $3,000 at the bar, but it's packed.
Yep.
Rock night on a Saturday.
And you had to get extra security.
And you had to have a detail and all that shit.
Yep.
Rock night on a Saturday, half is full, twice as much at the bar.
Bang.
The next rock group that comes in and wants to book a Friday, guess what's happening to my hip hop night?
You get moved to the smaller part.
I'm moving you to Thursday or whatever other day. I'm just canceling that shit and adding a second rock night.
And you see, and that's the thing at FET that I like, because there's basically 3 venues in one. There's the lounge, which is small, but it's intimate. You could probably get like 150. I don't know what the number is, but
I mean, FET's a cool venue. But what happens when they were at 3 rock shows?
No, but
like that's what I'm saying. Like
that's happened. Because
they're not gonna book. They're just not gonna book it. So the way to get more hip hop shows in the city is for the hip hop community to go out on these hip hop nights
and that's what I was about to say.
Spend the fucking money.
And that's what I was about to say, because the way that the club is set up is that rather than market and put yourself in the lounge, you could put yourself in the ballroom, the bigger. But you have to show that you're viable, and that night actually generates or even warrants giving you that ballroom versus, you know what, we'll just stick you in the lounge because we know what that's about.
Right.
And we're just going to cap you at that because that's basically where you're at. You know, or if anything, we might just put you in the arcade. Much smaller. And, you know what, it is what it is. Play video games, just drink, cool, and listen to some songs. Like, there's levels to the shit. So it's like, when you want to have some place like a black rep, in the sense of what it represented at that time, where you could get a jazz night, you could get a salsa night, you could get a play or something of that nature. It was more than, but people weren't really truly investing in it on the urban side of things.
Not at all.
So that's where the jazz people were investing in it. The play people were investing in it. So that's where they started to tailor more of their services towards.
Right.
So people don't see it that way anymore, or ever. I don't know if they've ever saw it.
No,
way.
it's always seen as they just don't want it.
Yeah,
and it's true because they don't want it because it doesn't make any fucking money. It's not.
From the venue side of things, they don't want it.
7 times out of 10, it's not a racial thing. It's a money thing.
It's a money thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not a black or white thing. It's a green thing.
You know, so hip hop folks, get shit together. Go out, support your local artists first, and while you're supporting your local artists, spend money at the fucking bar.
Yes,
stay the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight in the club.
Laugh.
Unless a motherfucker hits you first, then beat his ass.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, because, you know, I'm working behind the bar, and I don't need to be dealing with that shit with blood on the floor. If anything, I know I got a lot of shit to deal with tomorrow with them juggalos.
Matter of fact, take that shit outside. Fight in the street.
Cross the street.
Well,
see, because this is the thing.
Set up a venue. Matter of fact, call Brawl for It All. Shout out to my homie, Gerard Tillerhast.
You know, the first rule of Fight Club, he said, don't talk about Fight Club.
It's not a Fight Club.
If anything, if you have beef, first rule about Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club.
Call somebody with a ring, put on some gloves.
Go to the basement.
Go to the fucking basement. Mm-hmm. Fight it out. Don't fuck up your club nights because a motherfucker stepped on your shoes.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, man, we'll touch on a couple things real quick. Mm-hmm. Kentucky Derby's today. The favorite is out, so I'm going to go for the next favorite. Nobody's winning Triple Crown this year. That's my prediction.
I'm going for number 8 and number 2.
Number 8 and number 2?
Yeah, that's how I roll, baby.
Word. I'm going to roll with, I don't even know. This shit's not till like 5 o'clock.
You have a favorite number?
2:30.
I don't think do you have a favorite number?
Me? Nah.
No?
I mean...
if you was playing a sport, would you wear a number?
I mean, like my birthday, maybe. But then I'll be like, oh, you love Jordan. No, it's my birthday. Shut up.
You got like Keno numbers and stuff.
I have like Keno numbers.
Oh. No, if anything, number 8's my number. So, that, like, February 8th, but still, like, it's just the whole symbolization of number 8. So,
yeah. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to touch on.
No, just as friends, I figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
My favorite color is orange.
Dude, are we on a speed date right now? What's happening?
There was a meme like
Aquarius dating. With a rising. Nah, I never got into that. Yo, matter of fact, talking about some friends and shit. Yo, shout out to Bernie. I don't know if he's listening.
Oh or not. Yeah, shout out to the homie Bernie, man.
Yo, know who hit me up? Rob Lamar. He hit me up out of the blue.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob Lamar.
Yo, Lamar, that's my dude. But nah, I was thinking about them too because Ben Santos, he was big into astrology and he had me on some time like, yo, and then there's the ascending and descending signs, and you could be born in this moon and this house. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep it very basic with that, and yeah, I'm an Aquarius.
All right, so the favorite. Mm-hmm. First of all, Bob Baffert has 3 horses. And they're all favorites. That dude makes so much money, it's ridiculous.
Owning a horse is a...
He don't even own the horses. He trains the horses.
No, I was just thinking, like, if I hit the lottery, like, owning a horse is such a money pit.
They're actually not expensive. Like, as long as you don't get, like, a fucking thoroughbred horse, if you just get, like, a horse that you want to ride on a trail, they're not terribly expensive. A couple $1,000s.
Oh, no? Really?
Yeah. And they eat hay and shit. Hay's not that expensive.
Okay. I was wanting to learn how to
I'm gonna go with the long shot Gray Magician at 50-1.
Who? What?
That's his name, Gray Magician.
Gray Magician?
Yeah, he's 50-1. That's my long shot.
Randolph?
I don't know.
Gray Magician. Okay.
Looks like Roadsters got the best odds right now with Improbable at 5-1.
Who's number 8? No, they didn't give out.
No, it's just no. I mean, they have them, but they're not on this list. So. Let's see. The best name though is
These Nuts.
Yo, if I bought a thoroughbred, I would have to name them These Nuts.
and put him out the stud. Oh man,
there's no like real weird names out here, man. Maybe,
yeah. You know what? That's actually be an ill idea. Have a stunning horse called These Nuts, or a stunning ranch.
All right. The other thing I want to talk about was I thought I read it and it was like real interesting. We're just gonna move right past whatever he's talking about right now. Caster Semenya, 800-meter world champion, track and field.
Who?
Her name is Caster.
Oh, it sounded like you were saying
Semenya.
something. Yeah, it sounded like you were saying something from Lion King for a second.
No, well, I mean she's from Africa,
Oh, damn.
but
Oh man.
she lost it was a huge gender case for those of you who don't follow track and field.
Yes, that person.
She has where's the article now? I can't fucking find it.
That was the Olympian that wanted to compete as being a transgender.
Yes.
Formerly a man,
Well,
transforming into a...
she
is it transforming? Is that
no, it's called DSD, which stands for
dropping those nuts?
no.
I tried to say that very quiet.
No, everybody heard you.
I'm sorry. Very sorry.
DSD is also stands for. Damn, why did they give me this motherfucker? Shit gave me like all the urban definitions and shit.
Just go with dropping these nuts.
Dropping these nuts. It's a disorder of sex development.
It's a disorder?
Yes.
Oh, damn it, man. Now I feel bad.
It's a disorder of sex development, which means basically like Caster Semenya was born a man but didn't have enough of some chromosome to give him actual like genital parts. So he now identifies as a female. However,
So you got castrated?
what happens when you run?
Castramania?
When you run, basically he's at a competitive disadvantage because of the amount of testosterone that happens when he's running.
Oh,
And so he hasn't lost a race, or she hasn't lost a race since like 2000.
So wait. So basically, it's a man that body does not produce enough testosterone for him to chemically be labeled as a man.
Something like that. Hang on, I'm
And then he has the drop these notes. DSD condition, and that they're trying to compete, but they cannot compete because they're technically a man.
Technically, yes.
But chemically, he's a woman. So
what they said is that if you want to run these races, the 400 meters, the 800 meters, the 1500 meters, then you have to take this drug that lowers your testosterone.
okay,
And she was like, "Fuck y'all,
okay.
I just want to run." So
That's
she can
good.
run. She can run farther races. She can run 3,000. She can run 5,000 meters.
But not short
She can
distance.
run 100 meters. She can run 200 meters. She just can't run the 400 meters, the 800 meters.
400, 800. What
Yeah,
kind of,
it's
what
weird.
kind of weird shit is that?
So
like,
she won.
you could either sprint or you could jog, but you're not gonna have a fast run.
Hold on, like it's a
What kind
huge.
of shit is
It was
that?
a huge article and I was trying to like get all the details of it, but it's like a lot to read. Like the document's like 165 pages.
Oh damn! Damn Mueller report. Damn, this is motherfucking long ass. You're gonna read all of that?
She's been running and fighting in the battle for like over like a decade. They've been like dealing with this shit. It's been around for a while because
So basically, strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman. Is this a reason why I need to go to church tomorrow? I think so.
Yeah.
It's a good reason. I think so. I need the Lord in my life with them kind of jokes. He needs Jesus. But so it's been about 10 years. You said that, yeah. Because I was like, yo, when you sent me the message, I was like, yo, this is still in the news. Like, wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation, and it's like they're only like limiting her. So basically, if she wants to run the 400 and 800, which she's like the Olympic champion,
Yeah.
she has to run with dudes.
Yeah.
if she wants to continue to run in women's events,
she has to run either a sprint
she either has
or
to
a long
sprint
distance.
or run long distance.
So no mid,
which I think is kind of weird. Like they wouldn't
Yeah,
like cover like what's the. So that's why I was like, damn, this shit is long because I wanted to read it and figure out why only these events.
Yeah.
Like, is there that much more testosterone in these events? Now she
does it,
and she's also the world record holder in these events.
Yeah.
So it's like she's the 800-meter world record holder. And she's saying like, yo, if I have to take these pills, I'm gonna lose like 5 or 6 seconds on my race times.
but wouldn't they lose like body mass as well, and lose some kind of competitive advantage that they technically have? And I think that's where the governing body falls on it, is that this individual has a competitive edge, or a real competitive edge, or a real competitive disadvantage, and where do they fall on it? And just for them to, I'm not going to read the report, so I'm going to wait for somebody to give me the report.
Yeah, no, the rules go into effect.
The question, they can research that.
The rules go into effect on May 8th, and they want to, once they reduce their testosterone levels, then they can't compete for 6 months.
Oh.
And they're saying that she could be as much as her people are saying that she could lose as much as 7 seconds, and could lose her status as a dominant champion in the event. So it's almost like, well, it's not like juicing because it's a thing that happened naturally.
It's de-juicing.
But they want her to like pull her levels down to a point where she's
a woman,
but not even like an elite. Like basically they're saying like, yo, you're only elite in this event because you have more testosterone than the next person, which is kind of like what would happen if these women took steroids. Yeah. So you gotta not do that shit.
It's your body produces a chemical advantage that steroids would produce in a quote unquote normal woman, basically.
Yeah, but she's saying it's because of her disorder. Her normal range levels of testosterone are higher than everybody else's. So it's a battle really about like, yo, this is not a thing that I'm doing. But also they're like, well, you were born a dude, so run with the dudes. Yeah. But also trying to like not be those guys who are just like you can't identify. And so I mean it's a pretty intricate situation. I might never sit down and read all 165 pages.
Okay, but you'll read more than I would, and you'll get back to me on that, because the only thing I'm hearing in my head right about now is dude looks like a lady. And that's more reasons why I should go to church tomorrow.
It's called like hyperandrous something. I can't find it. Anyway.
No, again, like you would do more reading on that than I would.
It's just a really interesting situation for me because I'm like, as a track guy, it's like, wow.
You know, I haven't really followed up on track recently, but yeah, you used to run track too back in school. But
used to. There was a time when I was sleek and more aerodynamic.
Remember when I used to give you my brownies at Bishop? And you were still slim.
Best brownies ever, yo.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's going to do it for another Saturday morning conversation, man.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Corleon Records for coming through today.
Oh, yeah,
Bless us with the interview. Sneak Snuckum, TJ, Roy.
Yep.
And the rest of the gang. TJ. Check them out on all the social media platforms. Check us out on all the social media platforms.
Yes, indeed.
Caveman, Iron Monkey.
DJ Iron Monkey.
Saturday morning conversation. We're on Spotify. We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube.
Yes.
We're on Facebook.
Yes.
We're on Twitter.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's pictures
on planet Earth. You
know, coming soon. There's 2. Shout out to Vinny the Rock Lord.
Oh yes.
Yo man, you got to come to the show. I need you for this shit.
Yeah.
And
not so silent producer.
The not so silent producer over here.
Yeah, with the head nod, like
the head nod,
like we're on video. Okay, yeah.
She's obsessed with wedding planning right now.
Oh boy.
What are you looking at? Venues.
Table settings.
They had a wedding at FET. It was actually nice.
Not really.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really like the wedding singer that they had. It was funny because I probably told you how he did like a song, and then how he then blended it to like Biggie,
That sounds all right. Yo, we're gonna talk about it more off air though, because we're gonna get the flap out of here.
Yeah, true indeed.
Saturday morning conversation.
I got a Saturday off.
Oh shit.
But I gotta work them juggalos tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Whoop whoop.
We out.